Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel here. Joey here. I'm glad you are joining us for another daily recap. I trade the market every single day for those of you that don't know. So if you are learning how to trade or you're just interested in the journey of a day trader, make sure to subscribe and like this channel. So yeah, today is March 31st. It's the last day of the month here. And I'm happy to report I'm green on the day, which is good. So I'm up $429. Nothing crazy awesome, but it's a decent, it's something green and it's on the table and I'm happy to report it. So let's dive into what I traded today. We'll run through everything and show you guys what's going on here. So today, what is today? It's Wednesday, actually. So April 1st, tomorrow. Exciting new month. Always love the beginning of a new month because it's time to refocus and set your new strategies, your new rules, and think about where you want to go for the trading month. But anyways, let's dive into it. Today I traded the only stock I traded one stock, WAFU, WAFU. And today felt to me a little slow, but WAFU was like the only thing I really was interested in trading. And let's show you my progress for today. This is my running chart. Today started off green, up 47, worked all the way up to 289 bucks, and made a stupid trade. I get into bad mistakes, right? And I focus a lot on that on this channel. And I show you the, my big bad mistakes, and they eat me up. And I've got to learn from them, and hopefully at some point I can start, improving on those bad mistakes. But anyways, we'll review that one in a second. Went all the way down to negative 31 bucks. From there, I had to start from scratch all over again and rebuild. And luckily, I was able to do that. I was able to scalp trade my way all the way up to $429, and I think that's a good place to leave it today. I can't get too greedy here. I just don't see anything on my list that's worthy of trading right now that would help me get above where I'm at right now. So I think that's just going to walk away today. And today is kind of early for me. I always usually trade till like 3 p.m. close of the market, and it's I wrapped up trading I think around 1:30, 1 p.m. actually. So anyways, yeah, let's dive into it. WAFU, let's show you. I'm not going to show you every single trade here, too many trades, but I want to show you my big mistake going from up 289 bucks to negative 31. Bad move. Okay, let's dive into it. So WAFU here, let's show you why I trade this. So this was kind of a runner-up. It came running up on my list here. And it looked good to me because when I pull up the yearly chart on it right here, it is a former runner in the sense that this thing it pops up on certain days and usually has, sometimes a good move, but then it eventually goes back to where it came from. And anyways, what day was this? March 26th, this WAFU had a really nice run. Looks like it ran from, let's call it 862 to 21. So a huge run there. So when I saw that and I saw it running today, I figure, whoa, okay, we've got some opportunity here. So I started trading it. And anyways, I started trading it. I had a halt right out of the gate, and I wasn't really that interested earlier this morning after that halt because it came down pretty hard. So I wanted to give this thing just a little bit of time to see how it would unwind and what would happen, if it would go right back down to 850, if it would hold its gains. So I'm glad I did that because it peaked out, dropped, consolidated a bit, and then that's where I started getting in to start trading this thing. So my big mistake here was, let me pull up the timestamps. Look at my orders here. I believe this was around 11 o'clock, 11:16. There we go. Okay. Okay, guys. So here I am. I'm up, what was it, 289 bucks on the day, feeling pretty decent. And I go for a trade at 11:01 to get in at 14.87. So basically right in this area. My thought was, it peaked, fell pretty hard, consolidated, started to curl. And right in here, I was thinking, hey, if we break this 15 area, this thing can really push and I could get a nice little scalp in there. Maybe put on 20 cents. And anyway, so I hopped in at 14.87 and it pushed and I got the opportunity to sell, but I wanted it past 15. And we just never got that break past 15. And from it, it tried it 3 different times there and it failed. So it failed and started going down. Instead of me just selling this, I wanted to wait it out and wait for a curl up, but too often do I, this is a typical thing for me, and I think it's pretty common with a lot of traders. Let me know if you do this in the comments, please. Is it seems, and not always the case, but it seems sometimes like you sell winners way too soon and you sell your losers, you hold on to your losers way too long. So that's kind of how I feel like I've been doing that. Now, granted, every time I sell my winning trades, I'm taking my risk off the table. So I do like that. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of times for me that I don't let, when I'm in that winning position and I'm starting to go green on my position, sometimes I just don't hold them long enough because there are plenty of times where they continue higher and I lose out on a lot of money, but it's really hard to say. I know I've locked in a lot of winners just selling early, and I've realized and guaranteed that money right there, which is a great thing. But on the backside of that, when I get into my loser positions, I just get a little too greedy and maybe have too much confidence in that they'll come back, and they don't always do. And so the result from that is that my losing trades are can be pretty brutal sometimes. So that's something I've always been trying to work on. It's very hard to do, but cut your losses early. It is a good feeling knowing that when you do cut your losses early, you take a small loss versus a big one. And that means you can always hop back into a trade. That's the big thing you got to take away from this, is that you can always, getting out sooner, if it's not going your way, you take a smaller loss, and it means you can always hop back in. And there's a lot of times when I wait too long and I hold too long to where I get in a really bad position, I'm down a lot. And now I'm telling myself, well, now I have to wait it out to for this thing to curl back up. And it's just not always worth it. So yeah, word of advice there, I guess, is just try to cut your losses as quickly as possible. Now, realistically, sometimes that's really hard to do. Mentally, it's just part of trading. You don't want to take the loss, but sometimes you have to. Anyways, let's hop back into this issue. I hopped in at 14.87, held it way too long, and we got into this area. And I saw we were kind of starting to consolidate here. I saw that there was kind of this support here at 13.84. And we eventually got to a place where it started trading, and it was just that still going downhill. It was consolidating, but the trend was kind of leading down here. And I thought to myself, look, if we even get close again to 13.83, I just got to dump this, because if it drops hard, I'm in a real bad position. So I went ahead and dropped it, and it was a crappy order I put in. I just threw in a market order just to dump it and get out of there. And that was at 11.16 at 13.80. So 16, yeah, right down here at the bottom. Okay. But at least when I got rid of that and I saw this next break downhill, I thought to myself, thank God, because that could have been a really bad loss. So while this was a bad mistake, holding way too long, looking at it, I am happy that I did eventually cut the loss and get out of it, because it could have been way worse. And that's what it's all about, is trying to get better at improving those bad habits, bad mistakes of yours. So that's where my biggest loss was today. And to be honest, it might have been, I didn't have that many losers today. I only think I had 3, but that was definitely one of them. So it was a tough pill to swallow, but because it put me negative on the day. But from there, I was able to work out of it and trade my way out of it. And the thing I didn't like about WAFU today was that it just seems like it got so crowded that it would just trade sideways for the longest time. Of course, it has ups and downs. And through those ups and downs, I tried to scalp trade it. But it had a lot of times, this stock in particular had a lot of times where it would go up to its certain resistance points and maybe look like it just wanted to break. And I wanted to be in those to capitalize on those breaks, but a lot of the times they were just big fake outs. Like this one in particular. Now it did break 15 here, but it came back so fast and so hard. It went to what, 1540 in like a split second, just doosh, broke it and instantly reversed, and it went down hard. Like it went all the way down to at one point 1423 just in that one candle. So let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments if any one of you got caught in these slots where it looked like it wanted to break out, and so you hopped in and turned out it was just going, it reversed and you got trapped and had to sell for a loss. Happened a few times, and just all these different areas, man. It was a lot of ups and downs. I traded this area a whole bunch in the 1525 area where it looked like it wanted to break to new highs, but would come right back down. There's a perfect example right there. Went up to 1570, went right back down. And it did that for such a long time, and it never really pushed hard through and continued on a run. It just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it did trend uphill, but kind of slow. You'd have to get into a trade and you'd have to hold really to get some good gains there. But I felt like for scalping, sometimes if you're really good at the scalping game, that there were some opportunities in this. And ever since then, I mean, this thing has just been going downhill. So I feel like it's time to definitely throw in the towel. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me today. Up 429 bucks. Yeah, WAFU was the only thing I traded. Let me know if you traded anything else other than WAFU, what you traded, and if you made some money on it. Just in regard to small caps, I don't want to hear anything about any other types of trading. Let's see. Oh, before we go here, show you the calendar. March. Okay. I'm up 5,900 bucks on March. Now, I'm happy with that, but I felt like it could have been a lot better. I only had 3 realized red days. And Monday wasn't that bad. Down 273 bucks. I will take those kinds of red days, often. However, what's really bad is, you guys know, I have big nasty red days that come in and they eat up so much my profit, and I hate those days, but they happen, and stuff just gets unwound and I get too emotional and get into bad, even worse habits. So I want to show you guys something. So setting up 5,900 on the month here. And the 16th and the 17th of March, I particularly had two nasty days, okay? First one being down $5,800. The second, $4,900. These are massive red days. In relation to my winning days, I mean, look at my winning days. A lot of winning days that are in the hundreds, right? 600, 700, 400, couple thousand. There's 1,500, 1,300. But a lot of the other days are, $100 days, 400. So when I have these big red days of 5,849, they're so devastating. They take out so much. So I want to show you this real quick. Had I taken these 2 days off, which would have been impossible to really even plan, you can't kind of plan that, your red days. There's, no way possible. But anyways, or if I just would have maybe traded early and taken a quick loss, small loss, or even gotten green on the day and just walked away with $200. Let's just take a look at what this month would be like without these 2 days. So 5,900 right now. I'd be up $16,000. That right there just makes me want to vomit. I don't know, it's disgusting. And that goes to show you I am not the best trader out there. Nowhere even close to it. I'm maybe an average trader at best. I don't know. But yeah. Taking out those 2 red days to be up $16,000. So as you can see, taking out basically 10 grand of my profit this month was hard to swallow, but I got through. The month is green, which is something to be kind of proud about. So I'm happy with that. And I'm just looking at starting a fresh new month for April. I've got to improve. I've got to minimize those big red days, and I need to focus on consistency. I had a lot of great consistency throughout this month. A lot of green days, which is good. I guess they just weren't big enough in relation to my losers. So it goes 2 ways, or both. I either, need to bring up my green days massively, and I could still afford to have those big red days, or I got to get rid of the big red nasty days, which would be ideal, right? That would definitely help out, or I could try to do both. So, of course, I'm going to try to shoot for both. But saying something is easier than doing it a lot of times, and that is the case. But anyways, very excited about next month, and I hope you guys tune in to check out the progress. And really appreciate all of you guys that are, liking the videos and subscribing and leaving comments as well. I'd love to really like hearing from you guys and find out what's been working for you guys, what's been failing, and there's nothing better than hearing from you guys when you guys are really honest too and talking about some of your big losses. It's not a good thing, but at the same time, it's a good feeling to know other people have been in your boat when you've gone a big nasty red streak and that kind of a thing. Anyone who's traded, I think, has definitely been there. So anyways, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one. And we'll see you tomorrow, April 1st. And it should be fun. So see you guys then, and take care. Have a good day.